He closed the notepad. "So, you're happy with the plans?" Joel beamed. "Perfectly happy. Of course, I'm saying this before I know how much it's all going to cost. I take it you've built decks before?" Finn nodded. "I know what I'm doing." "I don't doubt it. You strike me as very capable." There was that up-and-down glance again. Only now Finn was certain he was being checked out. There was that voice again. But he's straight. Remember, a wife, kids? An ex-wife. Don't forget that part. Such thoughts were getting him nowhere. Finn cleared his throat. "Okay, if you were to build it yourself, the average cost would be around $25 per square foot. But that's just the materials. The final price would depend on the materials used, the size, the installation." "How big were you thinking?" Finn rubbed his chin. "Maybe a 12 by 12 deck. You don't want it much bigger than that, and in this space it wouldn't overpower the yard. Or it could go along the entire back of the house and not come out as far. So you could also have furniture out here, a sofa, chairs, an ottoman." He grinned. What they call a patio conversation set nowadays. When Joel's eyes widened, Finn knew he'd hit the mark. "What are the choices for materials?" "You can have pressure-treated wood, hardwood, composite." Joel stared at the house, and Finn could almost hear the cogs clicking. "So if you had to put a price on it, I'm asking what your idea would be of the maximum I'd have to spend, just so I know how much to budget for it." Finn did some swift mental calculation. 7,000 tops. He knew some companies out there would charge 10 to 15 grand for such an installation, but he wasn't greedy. He also knew he'd do a stellar job that Joel would be happy with. Joel didn't even wince. "Deal." Finn beamed. "When would you want me to start?" Joel grinned. "Seeing as you won't be starting anything until I've done the groundwork, should it be more of a question of when I can start?" Finn laughed. "Good point." Yeah, he really liked this guy. Decisive, funny, clearly intelligent, and the perfect age. Damn. "When I've signed all the papers, we can talk again, but I like the idea of having this done in time for the summer." "And you're sure you're okay preparing the site?" "I'll do it, but we're only talking evenings and weekends when I'd be available. It'll save time in the long run." Joel nodded. "I might rope in my kids one weekend." His face tightened for a moment, and something flashed across those blue eyes, something that looked an awful lot like pain. "What's hurting you, Joel?" As quickly as the thought flitted through his mind, another was hot on its heels. "Don't get involved. It's none of your business." Finn replaced his pen in his pocket. "About using the sawzall. I know I've never handled one, but how difficult could it be?" Finn bit his lip. Out of the mouths of babes. "I'll show you how to use it when I bring it over, but if you do get your kids to help out, keep it out of their reach." He smiled. "They look like they're sensible kids." Joel blinked, his brow furrowing. "But how—" Then his forehead smoothed out and his eyes twinkled. "You saw them when we walked past. That day you were cleaning your truck." The fact that Joel remembered only added more fuel to the fire. Seems as though I wasn't the only one looking. "I won't keep you any longer," Joel said suddenly. "You must want to get home for your dinner. I'll call when things are settled." He extended his hand and Finn shook it. "Thanks for coming over. You've gotten me excited about the prospect. I can't wait to get started." Neither could Finn, but for very different reasons. Joel walked him through the gate that led to the side of the house and up to his truck. He stood in the driveway while Finn backed out onto the road, checking his mirrors for traffic. He gave Joel a final wave, then pulled away. Joel was a mystery, one that Finn was dying to unravel, no matter what his head told him. I want to learn more about him. Once he started installing Joel's new deck, Finn might have the chance to do just that.